Right then, hello and welcome back to Forza Motorsport. We're going to be moving on with one of the higher class championships because I still can't do any of the other point-to-point events because I don't have the required car or the driver level to actually do any of the others. So we're going to go and buy our first car, I think, and I'm going to go for Old Faithful, which is of course the Saab 93 Aero or the Saab 93 Viggen. Because I don't actually own this car yet, so I'm just going to have it white for now. I will put a racing livery on this at some point, but for the moment, I just want to use this for the D-Class Professional Championship. So we've done a couple of the amateur class events, so we've done the European and the Asian event, but to get the required money and the driver level, we're going to go to Professional and do the Class D Championship. So we could win the Toyota 2000 GT, very nice car, and all of these opponents as well, they're all D1 or D2 class. So I don't think my Saab should be out of place, because we are D1. We've got 4 races as well: Road Atlanta Short, we have Silverstone National, New York Short, and Maple Valley Short. So you see I've already used the 9.3 in the secondary channel. So I've been plowing through the entire series on the second channel as well, so I could do them in unison. So I think we should be starting, seeing as everyone is in D1 class, we should be mid-pack or 4th place. No, my luck, we're probably last. And we are 4th. Okay, yeah, so I was right. The MX-5 Mazda Speed is on pole. As Audi TT, I was going to say Asda TT. Yeah, you can go and buy a TT at Asda. Yeah, that'll work well. VW Golf R32, the Saab, and Silvia, Honda Integra, and Mitsubishi FTO. 2, 1. Go. Yeah, the MX-5 shouldn't be too problematic because it's in a D2 class, so it's... Oh. I really can't stand that, the bloody engine damaging itself if you over-rev. Excuse me. Out of the way, please, Mr. TT. Nope. See, he's on my rear quarter panel then, and I couldn't turn. And the cones have gone flying. Bloody hell. I'm jealous, that's usually my job. I do lack some of the straight line speed though with the 9.3 Aero. And the brakes are not great because this car is 100% stock. So I'm going to have to block the other drivers, because they can naff off. Ooh, a lot of understeer as well. Yeah, it's fine. Not a problem, we're a lot faster in the corners. Not only that, we can take some questionable routes as well going through the chicane. Oh, actually we don't have to, we can just go straight through. Take the cone with us as a souvenir. So it's been a rather stressful 48 hours, to say the least, with regards to the channel. Never in my life did I ever expect to receive a copyright strike. I'm always incredibly careful when it comes to what I can and cannot upload. And I'm always very respectful when it comes to certain videos where editing the audio is just not a viable option. That's why I always have an unedited version of certain videos, because then it allows the music to play during the intro that is copyrighted, but then the copyright owners get their royalties, even though it's only a couple of pence, because this channel doesn't rake in any revenue whatsoever. So what they get is very negligible, but it's like 3 to 11 pence. Anyway, what I don't agree with though is companies that take the piss when it concerns music that doesn't belong to them, and yet they still file copyright claims, which is exactly what has happened in regards to this instance. It's very complicated, but yeah, it is basically this company is taken Jonathan Colling, taken his music. He is the composer and 100% copyright holder of the music from all Colin McRae Rally games. So that is the first Colin McRae Rally to Colin McRae Rally 2005. He owns the copyright to all of his music because he created the bloody stuff. And this company has decided, oh, there's been a remix of your music, and therefore we now own the copyrights, and we will strike anybody that doesn't agree with it. And they have been doing this. I've done a bit of research and looked through the videos that have been claimed by this company. Power Music, whatever it is, or something, I can't remember. They're not important enough to understand their name. But they have gone back as far as 2008 with videos that were uploaded in that time period. But the claims have started ever since 2010. Which is when this company got a hold of this certain piece of music, which happens to be Mr. Collins. So, disputing that claim and explaining that no, you don't own any of the rights to that music, Mr. Colling does, fell on deaf ears, even when Mr. Colling got involved and intervened and actually backed up my claim. They ignored it, it fell on deaf ears, and instead they removed my video and gave me a copyright strike, which thankfully has since been rescinded and the video is back up, but they are still claiming copyright of the song for the intro under another name, which is like an extended remix. So yeah, incredibly stressful. And I'm just at a loss for words that YouTube has allowed this stuff to happen. They have relied so much on automation and AI ID claims and ID matching as well, is that there is not a single human that works there which vets the ID process. If there were people there that could actually overlook what was being vetted or being searched and matched by the ID, they would say, actually no, this doesn't sound anything like this bit of music, and so on and so forth. Will it happen? Of course not. The less workforce you have, and the more you rely on automation, the more money you get for the company, because you're not paying out people's wages. It's a pretty bollock situation. But anyway, we win the first race, save that replay. And a little bit of damage, but that's fine. We get 19 grand, so we're already up to level 12, so we should reach level 15 by the end of this championship, I hope. If not, then it's absolutely fine. We'll just keep doing these professional championships. It's all good. Check out your profile statistics. No, I don't want to. Silverstone for race number 2. The home of British motorsport. But yeah, I had a similar instance as well. I did a live stream a couple of years ago of Castlevania Symphony of the Night, the Xbox 360 version. And I was given a copyright claim on that as well over some individual. They're not even a company, it was just a person. They had recorded a cover of the music with lyrics. So they sang over the original song. Those cheeky bastards actually put in a copyright claim for the game audio, saying it was theirs. I had my claim rejected again. Of course, I couldn't go to the composer because she's in Japan and I don't know how to contact her. And yeah, it's when it comes to game soundtracks and people try and make covers of it, it's a bit shit when they actually do claim for copyright and the music is not even there. It's pretty bollocks. That's like me going to every person on YouTube who has made a Let's Play of Forza Motorsport 2 and claiming copyright on every single video because I've completed the same series. You just don't do it and my brakes are not working, and there's been a pile-up. Okay, I think I'm going to have to restart this race because the Audi TT is just buggered off up the road. Yeah, I'm going to restart. But yeah, that is literally like going around to every single person who's done a series on a game that I've played, like Tonka Touring Car Championship, Forza Motorsport 2, Colin McRae Rally 1, and saying, you cannot upload any of this, and if you do, I want royalties from your gameplay footage. That's not how it works. And it's cheeky bastards who do that kind of thing with music. Because they've done a cover of a piece of music from a game, they think they now own the copyright for the game audio, which they don't. It's just asinine. Really, really stupid. But it'll keep happening until YouTube find people to hire to vet the music and copyright process. And actually have a bit of common sense, because as we all know, robots and automation and this, that and the other, they don't know what common sense or common courtesy or general knowledge is. And I'm being pushed out the way. So, yeah, I mean, if you put two songs that sounded similar to an ID claim bot or whatever, it'll say, oh yeah, both songs are identical. Now, if you add a squishy human there, listening with his own logos or her own logos, ears, whatever, they would say, no, that is completely different. They don't sound anything similar. And thus the claim wouldn't go through. But such is the way of this day and age. Companies are firing work forces to gain more money and hiring AI to do all their work for them. So it's just a bit of a crappy situation. And this ADTT is being a bit of a pain to catch. I don't think I'm going to catch him, you know. I think he's got a little bit too much grunt on the straight. Now we got this numpty coming up as well. Pushing me out the way. No, I'm going to have to restart again. He's pulled away way too quickly. God, this is annoying. Okay, take 3. 3, 2, 1, go. If I can stay in a draft, that'll be very helpful. Might be able to catch back up to the Audi if we go through Copse Corner clean. Will it happen? I probably don't think it will. Oh, actually, yeah, it will. Am I in the draft? Can I get his draft, at least? No, not yet. Right, now we're in his draft. You can tell by little orange arrows on the speedometer. Just very briefly. Yeah, he just has too much acceleration because he's a four-wheel drive, so that is really not helping our cause much. Okay, we are now in the draft here, temporarily. Come on, you swine, catch up. Oh, I thought I could have clipped in there. This is good. We're now fully in his draft, or slipstream. Come on, stop swerving. Only one more lap to try and make a difference. Oh, that was a good run. That was a very good run going through Cop's corner. Sorry, mate. It's got to be done. We got this dozy goit in the Golf. Yeah, sod off, matey. That was very dirty of me, but I really don't care. I just want to win this championship so I can get more money, increase my driver level, and move on to the next. So, yeah, we win. The Audi TT. See, he still finished 4th. So, don't cry over him. He's still finished in the top 4. It's fine. Oh, so close to level 13. Oh, well, levels don't mean anything. We just get discounts for parts and labour and all that crap. Right. This one might be a problem because it's New York. And my car, as you know, is not very good on straights unless I'm drafting. We'll try it. If I don't get successful, then I'll add a bit of a transmission upgrade. That shouldn't take me out of the D1 class, but it should give me a better acceleration when upshifting. But we shall see. And of course, starting in 4th. 3, 2, 1, let's go! Ah, don't you just love it when the AI push you out the way? Now we can carry a lot of speed going through here, thankfully. So we can get in the draft of the TT, get past this stupid Golf. That's fine, not a problem. What was the Golf doing? He just sort of decided he wanted to get out of the racetrack and go and do some shopping or something. Very peculiar. Well, that was easier than I thought. Why couldn't Silverstone be this easy? And we're actually now pulling away from the TT. How bloody bizarre. The worst thing about the 9.3 as a stock machine is the unbearable understeer when you're accelerating out of corners. If I had added sport tyres, it would have been a lot more solid on the ground, but it would have taken me out of the D class. So I have to deal with stock tyres for now, but oh well. We are making this work. He's now dropping back. I don't really want to go any higher than 6,500 RPM, otherwise it will damage the engine again. Funny how you look at all these old banners for companies that no longer exist, like Toys R Us and all that lot. And you got one up there, which is for the weakest link. The little intro graphic sequence that they have. Which I reckon is pretty cool. These older games, they preserve like the old memories that we used to have growing up. We're now leading by about, oh well, there you go, 6.2 seconds. So yeah, much easier on a track that I thought would be problematic because we don't have the top end speed. Turns out to be one of the easiest so far. Try and work that bugger out, because I can't. There we go. Do my customary handbrake turn. Stick it in reverse. Damage the engine at the same time. I don't really care. Cool. 760 credits of damage, but still 19,000. Level 13. Sparko. 10% off of weight reduction upgrades. Ta very much. Alright, last race then. Maple Valley Short. Little club circuit. Fine-tune your car setup. No. No, I didn't want to... now I'm going to have to X out of this. I keep thinking that it's going to automatically progress to the next event, like it used to do on Forza Motorsport 2, where if you completed one race, it'll move on to the next one that you haven't completed yet. But no, alas, it doesn't do that, so I have to exit this and go back to Maple Valley. Come on. There we go. Well, that's just wasted about a minute and a half, I guess. Okay, now go to Maple Valley. There we go. So this will be over very quickly, and then we'll call it another championship complete. I think once we reach level 20, we can then go to the professional class. So that'd be cool. They are actually proper championships with the points on offer. So yeah, they're a lot longer in length, but more enjoyable, I think. Alright, come on. Get this over with. 2, 1, go. Bloody hell. I cannot stress enough, that is the worst mechanic they thought was needed in this game. Oh, you can damage your engine if you hit the rev limiter. As I mentioned before, it is called a rev limiter for a reason. It prevents your engine from revving too hard, therefore damaging your engine. Bloody numpties. He definitely has a better cornering ability. But I am faster through this sector, so he can naff off. Go. Now we should be able to dive on the inside. Or not quite. Should get him on the next lap, so that's not a problem. Kindly bugger off, please. Not saying much, I'm keeping my eye firmly on the rear view mirror in case he decides to catch up come the end, but I don't think he will. He's dropping back and he's using really weird lines going through that chicane. I don't think the CPU understand how to go through there flat out. Because now I can't hear his engine, which is good. One lap to go. Little dab of the brakes just to get the front end to bite properly. And there we go. So besides Silverstone being a pain in the arse then, the rest of the events were actually pretty darn easy. A bit of a dawdle, but handbrake turn, and we are done. Oh. And we're now up to level 14, one more level to go before we can actually move on to the next event. So yeah, 10% discount on engine tuning upgrades. Thank you very much. That'll come in handy, I'm sure. And we get, of course, the 1969 Toyota 2000 GT. Very, very nice looking car. I will be putting a very old vintage livery on that thing. I think it's like the green and yellow with the number circles. But yeah, there we go. That is the D-Class Professional Championship complete. And next time, I think, we'll move on to the Class C Professional Championship. So yeah, I'll be back next time for that. So thank you very much for watching, as always. And I'll see you all next time. Take care, stay safe, and bye for now.